Hello Shapes people. Welcome back to Shapes 2. A small amount of time has passed since I last recorded, but I got some stuff done, so that's good. If you want to do the old like, comment, subscribe for me, that would be great. So, we're not going to do the train vortex, and as such I wanted a cool way of getting 12 lanes into each, on each layer. So this is neat. It's circuitous, but it doesn't really slow much down. It's cool, isn't it? This is just the trash texture thing. Task Hub 1 is going very well, and I did what I said I would do. I doubled this up, so Task Hub 2 is up here. This is just to the east of the vortex, this one's to the south. And I used that to finish a lot of the tasks that we had backed up here, all the way up to 18, and now 19. Can't do any more, really, because we need to start mixing colours of paints. Now these are called Asteroid Hunter because I think the idea is that you probably could go and find these somewhere. But no, I ain't got time for that. What we got? We got operator level 33, that's pretty good. So like orange triangles, for example. If the further afield you go, the more likely you are to find odds and ends of mixing, you know, so there's some purple triangles there. Ah, teardrops. That's helpful. I was going to talk about that. Let me just put this here, just so I can find this again. Oh, there's some more there. Oh my goodness. This is amazing. I had a real problem finding teardrops, to the point where the second task hub is actually bringing in teardrops from this monstrosity, because I could only find half teardrops. So this is all plugged into a cut in half machine, and then half mixing, and then... So this is 12 belts, so obviously you get 12 belts of half teardrop shapes, so this only gives you 6 belts, so you need 2 of these for every train station you want to fully saturate with 12 belts. And it's a solution. It certainly is a solution. That made me think. There's this one up here which very frustratingly just has one segment of it coloured blue, and because there's no way to uncolour a shape. So in between waiting for tasks to finish, I had an idea, which is something I've been rattling around in my brain for a little while. Which is this thing. So this will turn any shape you plug into it into sixths, and then with the unlocked wire functions you just tell it which bit to save, and then you plug that into this universal stacker. Now, I realise that there's probably a more efficient way to turn sixths into shapes, probably with some half mixing and stuff like that. But I kind of just started doing it like this and then thought, yeah, I want to see what this looks like. So like, mostly because I just wanted to see the shape come down the line, right, and get a 60-degree rotation, add the shape, 60-degree, add the shape, you know, all the way down. Because you're cutting it into sixths, you only need 2 belts in on each layer, because 2 belts in will turn into 12 outputs, and then you only need 2 layers of that, because then that's 24 outputs. 12 go into each side. It's very large and unwieldy, and probably not that useful. But it might be useful when we get to the really, really late game and we need to start doing... No. These shapes down here are randomized goals. So you will just need some shapes, with no guarantee that you'll be able to just mine them. And as we know, trying to start with entire hole shapes is easy enough for triangles and chevrons, but it's not so easy for teardrops, it would appear. So this was just a personal project. This will probably have some... I'm hoping this will have some use. Plus I wanted to get to grips with the wire conditions. So yeah, this is just a simple... You configure the signal here, and then you just have a simple binary. If it passes, go forward. If it fails, go this way. And thankfully this just works. The only issue is that the trash... I don't understand why, considering the trash is just a hole in the ground, why the belt doesn't just drop it in. Like, the reason this took me so long to design is that I had to weave together the wires, and you have to lower the belt back down to the ground floor to trash something. And I just about couldn't quite get it to fit in a 1x1, so it's in a 1x2. But I mean, as you can see from up here, we got 123 research points, 3 million blueprint points. I'm not that fussed. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is double check that there's nothing else crazy that we should do. I think we should probably buy white trains, just so we've definitely got all the trains. We're not doing train vortex delivery. We should probably spend 60 points on upgrading all of this once. And then, oh, and painting. So painting is still on 4, yes. And then we've got exactly 39 left. Let's just max out the train speed, shall we? There we go. So we spent all the research points that we had from finishing all the tasks. So we need to do paint mixing before we can do any tasks, but we can't do paint mixing because we've left Milestone 5 alone for so long. And as I said before, these universal task building areas, this is not where I want to do the milestone shapes, so we need to find a good place to do this. But thankfully, milestone 5 is extremely easy, mostly because we've already designed it. So if we can find an area that has full chevrons, we can turn half of that into these shapes in order, and we only need to find half teardrops somewhere. So I'm just going to do that. We've got all the blueprints for that in my back pocket already. Look, there's the chevrons. And if I could just find half teardrops somewhere, that would be extremely helpful. But I'm not going to bore you with that search. I'm just going to build the thing. Oh, oh. Oh, imagine if that was also chevrons. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if that was teardrops and chevrons in one shape? Alright, I'll be back in a minute. Just going to reuse the teardrops from here, from the, this is used in the first milestone design. No, it's not, it's used in the second one, sorry. I'm just gonna use this. It's quite large, and we're only using one belt. So I'm gonna do the standard painting and then cut and keep over 2 lots. This will get this sorted. I've got a blueprint for 6ths to the radiation pattern that we need next. Let me get rid of this for you. But I don't know if I want to use it. I know I've just gone through all the effort of making the blueprint that turns things into 6ths. Like, it would be quite easy for me to just do this. So I could do that. But I feel like it might be prudent to have a design that turns halves into the radiation shape as well. Because I don't want to have to cut things into 6ths every single time. I'm not sure how much more often the radiation shape is going to come up. Things like this are interesting. I don't want to have to think about this right now. I wonder if the 6ths to radiation shape, if you could tweak that to bring in the 6 different colours on 6 different belts. We'll have to cross that bridge when we come to it. But thirds to radiation shape should be fairly simple, right, with some creative swapping. Because, I mean, this one is not too taxing anyway. So let me have a play with that while these tick up. although this is already done. It's because I forgot to put a train station here for a long time, so these are just backing up. Because our belts and everything are so fast now. Relatively fast, I guess. These don't take very long. Alright, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, for better or for worse, it's kind of worked out in a way, because I realised I could do it with the half swapping thing that we did a little while ago. But my half swapping for umbrella pattern design was very old and was not really coping. Yeah, like, not sure what I was thinking with this. Like, it works, but it certainly does not process for full belts. So we needed to double it up and triple it up and quadruple it up, and then put it on 3 floors. So we needed this anyway. So we need to do clone. No, every single time I press that button. How does this work again? No, I do need to press that. Copy to clipboard. Blueprint library. Swapping and mixing. Half swapping. Replace. Save. And then it will actually get rid of the icons, but I'm not going to do that in front of you. So because we're doing whole shapes to half cut and keep anyway, we need 2 of these. So that will give us 24 belts of this, which we can then load onto a train. That's not the right place for that at all. I want this to be a white train also, just because. Okay, and then you've got quite a way to go. I'm just going to plug you in there for now, just because. Right, and then we need... If we're going to do this, we're going to need 4 belts of this one, because eventually we need 2 copies of it to go on top. So we need to stack it once and then stack it again. So up here, just even further away, this is all done. This is all done and dusted a little while ago. But we can do this exact same thing here with this. So this will be a green train, just so that the trains don't do anything silly. 27,000 blueprint points. That's not that much really anymore, is it? Done quite well with that. So this will give us red radiation shapes. And then we're going to need all of that again. Do I want a really big train to do this? I guess I do, right? So do I want this train to be... Probably want to put this here with a wagon. I'll do a 4-1 wagon with a... Oh, that didn't quite fit anyway. I will put it there. This bit doesn't actually take any blueprint points, so it's not hugely important that you paste this down in the right... Well, it does take some, but it's such a trivial number. Because you're only... When you copy and paste a platform, it doesn't take any blueprint points at all. It's only the only things that it's blueprinting is this. Alright, so you go in there. You're not going to split very easily now, are you? Because you're in an awkward place. But that's easily solved, I think. No, that did absolutely nothing. Yeah, I'll just put you there. Platforms, space pipe. But it's still not right, because you can't branch and underground at the same time. Sorry. So half of you go this way, and half of you come this way. And this should cope, I believe. But actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't trust myself for that to work at all, so... Should have just done the sensible option and done this. in the first place. Better hook you up to the main line, just... yeah, I'll have to leave this as... Yeah, where did you go? Come back, train, it's ready. These are currently on 720 a go, so this is 720 times 6. Oh my god, 4,200 and 4,300 and something. Some remainders in there, of course. So you need to be doubled up. I think, possibly. I'm not 100% sure with the fluid throughput. As I say, it's a bit squiffy sometimes, in my opinion. Pipe can do 7,200 litres a minute. These are on 375, which is... Oh no, it's not the pipe that's the problem, it's this, because these are on 1,500 at the moment before they get up to their last lot, which is 1,800, I believe. So that times 2, 6, 750. Yeah, so that is definitely that. But then the space belt itself says that it can hold 9,000 litres times 12. I haven't sat down with a pen and paper and actually worked out what the ratio is of all those numbers together, but it should be fine. Right, so then now we've got this and this, so all we need to do now is in preparation for the final shape to be done. Whenever I say the final shape, I of course think of a popular first-person shooter video game with the same title, called The Final Shape, obviously, if you didn't think of what I was talking about. Sorry, I've gone mad. I've done too much / not enough YouTube. How far away is this white train from coming in? Our belts are very fast, but our train cargo is not as high because I'm not 100% sure what the value of upgrading train capacity is, even though I have already done it twice. So, for something so far away, I might just add an extra train. Because, I mean, as I say, this is already quite a lot of the shape. No, I built it one too far away. No. Alright, whatever, I'll just leave it. Okay, so the design for the final bit is... 4 belts of... 4 loaders of this. Hello? Oh yeah, I probably better do that, hadn't I? Yeah, good stuff. I know how to play video games. That probably means you need to be respawned as well. And a train station would help, my goodness. May as well tidy this up then while we're here, seeing as it's all gone a bit horribly wrong. Because I do want this to be the actual thing. Like, I do want to deliver this milestone shape like this for as long as I possibly can get away with. So we need to make this look semi-decent. Okay, at long last, thank you. Alright, so 4 belts of this, 4 space belts of this outbound. When this is done, I might just glue this together in a sensible way so that the train stops, so that the loading station is like this. I'll just use space belts to... So the 2 on... Yeah, be like this, won't it? Won't it? Yeah, it'll be like that. Okay, so that's alright. So then that comes all the way down here. So then this will need to come over here to meet it. So we'll build it here. So we'll need we'll need this again, but unloading version of it. Really no need to copy that, is there? Let's be honest. Shape unloading this time. this way. The train stop. Okay, so then this is... What rotation are these already? These are already good for this. And what provide? Well, actually, no, it doesn't make any difference, does it? It needs to be, as long as, yeah, they don't actually tie up. So where did I decide I was doing this? Here. That's completely incorrect. Here. So 2 of these will need rotating, like, straight away. Doesn't actually matter which way they go. And then stacking. This also doesn't matter which way they go because they're not actually stacking on top of each other. And I can't use the stacking by proxy because the shapes take up the whole thing. This stacking by proxy only works when each shape is less than half size. So this is obviously too close to... is it? No, I think we might get away with this. It's going to be a bit spaghetti-esque. Because then 2 sets of the blue teardrops come in this way. Actually, it doesn't make any sense to rotate these, does it? It makes more sense to rotate the teardrops because the chevrons are going to come in... What do I need? I need the chevron... Yeah, I need the... no, it doesn't make any difference. He says confidently. And so then these will be a set of the chevrons. And so will this. I don't want to go... I don't think I want to go that way with it. I think I want to go this way with it. Make you an underground as well. So then all I need is another 2 stacking things. But then these definitely need to be the top this time, which they will be here. So those come in there, those come in there. That's underground there. I'll underground this because the output needs to come this way. So then this one... This one can come in like this, resulting in this having absolutely nowhere to go. And this one can come in like this. And then... Okay, so you're done. So leave those there, don't actually waste that now. Just make the white train, respawn the white train, and have it bring it over. Here. Or possibly even... What was that? That was a weird bug, did you see that? Here. I know it's not hugely far for the trains to go, but it is far enough. Not going to spend the platforms on that. That's going very fast, isn't it? Look at that, that's helpful. Alright, so then you're also done. So this is technically a green train, although I don't think it really matters. Whoa, that was lucky. But you're not the right shape anymore. Okay, unfortunately that will have to go to waste. Save myself some tiles there. Locomotives, green, even though it doesn't make any difference anymore because it's not going anywhere more than this. 4 wagons. In you go. Alright, so how confident are we about this? Just need to get this spaghetti sorted. don't mind the space belt spaghetti, to be honest with you. I think it looks kind of cool most of the time. So like in my mind, I like look at I want to send this underneath, but because you can't curve and go underground at the same time, which is a bit of a shame in my opinion. I feel like that would be quite cool and interesting. I'll do something really, really, really cursed like this, but it's not quite. It's just about too long for it to work. Yeah, the fact that I can't curve at the same time as going underground is making this quite awkward. And this one's fine, obviously. The only thing I can think of is just move this up slightly. Seems like the easiest win. Because then this will be able to do this. Sometimes I don't understand the buttons in this game, you know? What? What are you doing? I thought this could go 5. No, they can only go 4. It's a disaster. What about if I did something really horrible? Did this. And then did... No. I don't actually know what I'm trying to achieve anymore. I've completely lost the plot. Well, I'd like to see some shapes come in and be vindicated in how... Because these are rotating, right? So this should be fine. Because these are coming in like this. These are going to come in one rotated from this. Doesn't matter whether it's clockwise or anti-clockwise. That is going to work. Come on, train. Are you full? Are you full? Yeah, okay. Let's stop worrying about the space belts before we know that for a fact that this is working. So this should give us the bottom layer of this quite easily. So this has the piece on the left, this has the gap on the left, so that should be fine. And then all we need with that is on the bottom of that, the red piece with the... Are you telling me that's also the wrong way around? How can that be the wrong way around? No, it's not. It's not. It's fine. Yeah, this will have the red piece on the left, on the bottom layer. So as long as the red piece is on the right on this layer, it's fine. It's fine. I don't know what I was worried about. This is absolutely atrocious, isn't it? Also, why am I so stupid? Don't answer that. Now you can turn around. Or something. What am I doing anymore? I don't know. I just want to get this out of here. We need 3 layers of space belts. We need an extra layer for stupid people like me. Shape loading, please. Let's put it there instead. Oh, did you know that you can press F to rotate the way this goes? Isn't that nice? So in the bottom there it says R for rotate and C for place anchor, but it doesn't tell you that you can do F to give it the 180 degree rotation so that it goes the other way around something. Alright, let's beat the final boss of shapes and get this space belt out of this. That is also the wrong shape. That is also incorrect because this stacker is somehow the wrong way around. Stacking. Should make getting the space boat easier at least. That's the top, that's the bottom, yes, thank you. That's the top, that's the bottom, yes, okay. Right, good, this makes getting the space boat out like insanely easy now. Because then you just go in there and then you turn around and you come underneath and you come out. It was all part of the plan. That's it. Okay, let me wait slightly and make sure that this is going into the vortex properly. Okay. Sorry, it was a bit painful and laborious, wasn't it? I do apologise for that. But it's all good. Here comes the train. He says. It's coming! I saw it! There it is. I zoom out at the exact moment. It's just about, well, there's one level of zoom where it just about keeps up. When it's on max train speed, anyway. So I had to rejig the input to the vortex ever so slightly, just to make sure, because I had this at one point, just because the backlog of the shapes at the station was quite high, but it seems to have gotten through that now. So I'll probably change this over again. Obviously this design isn't going anywhere. So we should get... Oh my god, it's so far away. I know I can always add another train if it is a bit too far away, but that is, yeah, a lot of that. It's not enough of the milestone, of course, but we want this ticking over quite nicely. So 24 belts of this on top of what we're already delivering. We are going to need to probably redesign Milestone 1 and 2, or OP 1 and 2, what I'm calling OP 1 and 2. Just to have them go a bit faster, because it's nice to bring in 24 belts of a shape. It's even nicer to bring in 48 belts of a shape, but that's a bit, whoa, that's a bit, whoa lad. So we'll call that an episode once these start going in. I'm not going to use the train vortex just because of how cool this looks. I mean, how cool does this look, man? So good. There they go. Right. So we'll have Milestone 5 done by the next episode, which means we can start doing paint mixing, and I mean, it shouldn't really be too much. You can just walk through a whole bunch of tasks, right? These are very easy shapes. You just need to know how to make green paint, and then how to make black paint. That just has a plain teardrop thing on top of it, so this will be easy. Layered petals will be easy. Like every time it's whole shapes, although that had a radiation shape underneath, didn't it? But that's okay. We've done that now. Got that today. A 4/6 or a 2/3. That's easy enough. Yeah, we've got all of that. This one is odd. Haven't had a need to do this yet. Crushing power. That's interesting. Haven't had a need to do that at all. But that should be quite easy. We'll do cut into half, and then we'll do taking the middle bit out somehow. These are still ticking up though. As I say, they're worth 10 research points, 100,000 blueprint points, 160 platform limit each, so this is also very much worth doing on top of doing the tasks if you care. But we're almost done with research points. It's just going to be a case of busting out these milestones. And what's the next milestone? Ooh, that's a bit awkward, isn't it? That'll be fun to do. Oh, actually, no, we have that, don't we? We have bow tie shape. Yeah, we have big bow tie shape and we have opposites, so we'll just glue those together. Yeah, cool. So what we've done is we've put a lot of work in early, but a lot of these later milestones are going to be much easier thanks to that. The main bottleneck now is just my own stupidity, because it took me so long to realise why half of this wasn't working and stuff like that. So yes, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please let me know. There's so much of this. Please let me know with a like or a comment, and if you want to see more shapes or factory games in general, be sure to subscribe. Other than that, take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.